another edition of the Contractors' Secret Weapon weekly podcast with your hosts, Dave Negri. This program is dedicated to helping contractors, remodelers, painters, roofers, roof cleaners, and business owners in the construction industry gain an unfair advantage over the competition. This program supplies you with information that the competition doesn't even know exists. This session brought to you by ContractorsSecretWeapon.com.
Before we get into the conversation, I just want to do a shout out to our sponsors who help promote Contractors' Secret Weapon and just some of the things that they have in store for you, our listeners. Hey, is your phone ringing enough? Do you want it to ring more with highly motivated and qualified buyers that contact you, the contractor, directly? No more waiting for the phone to ring. Just answer that phone. Best Home Services leads are dedicated to making your phone ring with motivated buyers that call you directly. There's no obligation to talk with them. Just go to ContractorsSecretWeapon.com/money. Fill out the form to secure your discount on the setup fee. Do it today. This special will not last forever. Check them out at ContractorsSecretWeapon.com/money.
Running a small business is no easy task, and I should know because I had a service company for almost 10 years. I am the founder of a software called Radius Bomb, and it's unbelievable. And for all the listeners of Contractor's Secret Weapon, we have a special offer for you to check out. If you want to send hyper-targeted, laser-focused, super personalized postcards to your exact prospects using a map while sitting in your underwear, then go to ContractorSecretWeapon.com/Radius Bomb, and we'll give you your first 100 postcards for free. Just go to ContractorSecretWeapon.com/Radius Bomb.
Hey, welcome to another episode of Contractor's Secret Weapon. This is Dave Negri, your host today, and we're just going to have some fun. But if you haven't been to the website lately, we've been putting together some special series for you. If you haven't listened, then go, because we've categorized them for you. Right now there's 5 that are up. The 5 biggest reasons contractors fail and what you can do about it. Referral, no, that's not up yet. Highly targeted marketing, no shotguns allowed. Contractor marketing, the good, the bad, and the boring. So what are you doing right? What are you doing wrong? And if you're not doing it right, then you're doing it wrong. So let's get on the right track to make you more profitable. Creating your blueprint for success and goal setting. That's always so super important, and I think sometimes we overlook the importance of it or just don't take advantage of the time that we need to set aside to really make it happen. So I'm going to let you know that it's getting towards the end of the year. Hopefully this is when this podcast comes out, but it's good any time of the year. 2 guests that I've had on the show, Diane Gardner and Craig Cody. Both are awesome at what they do. They are tax coaches. They're CPAs, accountants, and right now, and actually any time of the year, go listen to their podcast, because they can help you save your hard-earned profit by not paying too much taxes. So today, I really want to talk about front-end profits. We think about going out and getting new clients all the time and more, and how can we get them into our funnel or get them as clients. And, the front end is what we think about the most. It's making that first sale with the prospect. That's called the front end. That's the first sale. Subsequent sales are back-end sales. And we'll talk a little bit about that. But why are we so engrossed in the front end of the process? Well, mainly because most of us are transactional. We want it to happen today and today only. We're not thinking about tomorrow per se mostly, or the future. And so let's talk about, we all think we need more clients. And so that's what we concentrate on. But do we need more clients? Yes, we do. Obviously, getting new clients is very important, but there's another very important profit center, and it's called the back end. So the front end has to carry all of our advertising costs. For example, let's say you run an ad. Let's say you run an ad on Valpak, or you do some EDM postcards, and it costs you $3,000, and you only get 3 clients out of it. Well, first, that sucks. Because you probably got bad marketing. But it costs you $1,000 to each one of those clients. Now, if your average job for those 3 clients is $2,200 or $2,300, then you made out. Okay, but if your average job was $150, you lost money big time. So some big companies or some companies intentionally lose money on the first sale. That may sound ridiculous, but it's not to a point. They know that they can afford to buy a customer, and that's basically what that is. By doing it, offering, they know that what they're doing is it's figured in the whole crux of things. That means they're willing to lose money on the first sale just to get that person as a client so that they can buy over and over and over again. They know that most of their new clients go on to buy more products from them. It's not until their second or third sale that a client is profitable. They know this, and they market it this way. And that's fine, and it works. But most of us as contractors and getting business, we really don't want to do that because we're really looking at front-end profits where we want to make profit now, we want to make profit in the future. But there is a time where we can play with the numbers so that we can do that. So why do you think that cell phone companies are willing to give away, well, they were at one time, free phones? They don't do that anymore. That's because they know it will make money on the service and upgrades. The free phone used to lure people in, and the service was a payoff. Now they make you pay for everything, but they make it palatable. The whole point really is of spending advertising dollars to obtain a new client, but not a one-time only client. See, that's the key. Most of us who think of the transaction think of, well, I'm spending money now, so I'll get the client for tomorrow to spend money the day after because I need the money now. We really need to get past that. So we want them to use our services over and over. That's the purpose of the front end, and bring the client to you, nurture them into a lifetime client, lifetime value through repeat business and referrals. So that's where the keys are to the kingdom, is in the back-end profits and not just in the front-end profits. Yes, if you can make a good profit in the front end, that's awesome. But ultimately, you want that customer to do business with you for a lifetime. So that's where, a lot of the things that we talk about in the other podcasts of follow through and wowing your customer and getting referrals and all that other fun stuff needs to, comes into the play of the whole underlying package. Yes, we do need new customers if we want to grow our business to whatever degree we want to, whether we want more crews or just more customers and more profit. It all depends on each one of us individually, because success, is not the same definition for everyone. Everyone has their own definition of where they want to be, what they want to do, and how they want to get there. Well, I don't know about how they want to get there, because sometimes we never think about how we want to get there. We just want to get there. And we do some pretty crazy things like discounts and try to give away the farm to get more business. More business does not mean more profit. And we talked about that before. But let's talk about the back-end profits for a minute. Let's talk about upgrades. Let's talk about and the future profits, the future of your company. So, this is really where the real profits are. Yes, if you can make a profit and you make a good profit on the front end, that's great. But the back end is where you are going to make more money than you ever dreamed of if done correctly. I love Dean Jackson's philosophy and his whole thing on there are three parts to the sale. There's the before the sale, there is during the sale, and then there is after the sale. And I've talked about this lots of times. It's one of my pet peeves, and I really stress this point. Before the sale is when you do your marketing, you put it out there, you're getting people into the funnel. During the sale is once they sign that contract with you. You've done a proposal, you've going through the process of doing everything that you promised to do for them, and you collect the money. The after the sale, or during the sale, you do make a profit, and you probably should make a good profit by all standards. because you're giving them the value and you're giving them more than you told them that they would pay for. That's just my personal philosophy. Now, the after the sale is really where the majority of the profits, the real profits, come from, because it's a repeat sale over and over and over again. And it depends on your sales cycle and what you do sell. If you do painting, then it could be every couple of years when they change their mind. It could be less than that, and we'll go through a whole podcast on that. And it could be if you are do pressure cleaning, it could be multiple times a year instead of once a year. If you're a window washer, it could be once or twice a year. You could even do it on a monthly basis. So it's repeat. It's time and time again. And then now the cool thing is, if they are good customers, really good customers, now here you've got the referral. You've got and you've wowed them. Now they're the referral, and they are the raving fan. And I love raving fans because raving fans are your salespeople that you don't have to pay them a salary. I think that's the coolest thing in the world. So it's the repeat sale, the repeat business, the referral business. So in other words, there aren't any advertising dollars spent in getting these repeat sales. So the cost of acquiring the client has already been absorbed in that front end sale. This means that all income generated from repeat business is really all profit. So it's much easier to get a client to buy a second time than it is to get a non-client to buy the first time. Why? People are skeptical. They're afraid of doing business with you. They're afraid they're going to get ripped off. They're afraid they're going to do a poor job because they're looking at what the guy before you did. They don't know you. However, if they've already done business with you, they like you, they know you, they trust you. Hopefully they love you and love to hear from you and see your follow-ups and keep in touch with you so that they can do business with you all the time. So once they've used your services, that fear of the unknown is gone. They know you, and like I said, hopefully they trust you, which all goes back to, So you want a client who uses your services more than once. You don't want the client who's going to use you once. You want one who calls you and uses your service at least once a year. And we're going to go through some other podcasts in the future, probably after the beginning of the year, on how to create monthly income from your service business on your clients. So some construction professionals have a ton of clients who get services every 3 months, and they love these clients. So you aim your marketing at trying to get more of those. And how do you know who those people are? Well, you go through your records, you find out who they are, what the demographics are, the target market that we went through before. Go back to that if you're not sure. But just do a data dive, data dump. Just go through everything. Who are your customers? Where do they live? And what geographic area is. You can actually pull up and find out how much they make overall. Probably, I think last we checked EDDM, it will pull up zip codes and it'll give you the overall average of the average income household earner. So that would be nice. So that gives you something to target for in the future, or do 5 rounds or 10 rounds the next time you're in that area doing business. However, if you're in there all the time, people are seeing your trucks, your vehicles, and they think you've got 100 of them because you're in their community once a month doing 3 or 4 or 5 houses, especially if you're a window cleaner or pressure cleaner, same thing. So you can schedule it so that you look like you're bigger than you actually are. So never underestimate the back-end profits. That's where the real profit centers are. Always create more things to sell to your current clients. I'm not sure what I could sell. Well, ask them. What are they looking for? What would make their life easier? Because remember, you're not selling products and services. You are selling, remember that? You're selling a way to solve their problem. And if you can solve their problems, man, you've hit a home run. So listen, that's it today for, back-end profits. You want to go, yes, you want to make profit in the beginning, but you also want to create those back-end profits because they are the longevity of your business. So be profitable. Just go be profitable. Do the right things. Create the right profit, and your business will supply the needs and the wants and the desires and the extra that you wanted when you started your business. So have a great day. We'll catch you on the next time. Again, I want to thank you for joining us and investing your time with us today. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode, and if you did, go to iTunes and give us a shout out. You can also go to our website, www.contractorsecretweapon.com, and check out today's episode and leave us a comment in the bottom of the page. And if you haven't gotten your 15 secret weapon strategies to getting higher-end customers, get it while you're at the website. Also, I want to thank again our sponsors for keeping this podcast alive for your profit-making pleasure. And so go be profitable this week. Work smarter, not harder, and learn how to leverage your time and your knowledge so that you can be more profitable. Again, see you next week.
Thanks for joining us for another weekly episode of the Contractors Secret Weapon podcast with Dave Negri. We would love to hear your comments about this episode, so visit us online at www.contractorsecretweapon.com and let us hear your thoughts. If you were listening via iTunes, please leave us a positive review. The more positive reviews we receive, the more other contractors will benefit from this show. Thank you, and see you next time here on the Contractors Secret Weapon podcast.